Good morning, grade 9. Today we're going to talk about how we can solve equations. What the meaning of solving equation? The first thing that we need to know that in this equation, for example, we have variable n. The word solving equation, that means we need to find the value of n. Therefore, we need to separate this variable from any other constant number. So, in this case, we're gonna see how we're gonna do it. Let's say I have 5 minus 2n equal negative 15. If I need to isolate the negative 2n from the 5, in this case, I have to do a small change here and say what? I'm gonna remove the 5 by adding negative 5. With this way, I can they can cancel each other. I have positive 5 and negative 5. But because this is an equation, whatever I'm doing at the left side, I have to do it at the right side too. So in this case, I have to insert or add here the negative 5. Now, if I want to continue, I'm going to say what? This one, the positive 5, cancel the negative 5. So I will stay only with negative 2n equal negative 15 and negative 5, that means negative 20. Now, again, I need to isolate n. That means I need to do small change here. So I need to divide by negative 2. Because when I have negative 2 here, I can simplify the negative 2 with negative 2. But whatever I did in the left side, I have to do it in the right side to keep the balance of the equation. And I can continue after that to say that negative 2, it can be simplified with negative 2. So I'm going to stay only with n, and this is my goal, to isolate n. And negative 20 over negative 2, it will be positive 10. And now, if I want to check if positive 10 really correct, I can do a small verification. I can say here, the 5 negative to n, this is the left side, and this is the right side. If the left side equal to the right side, that means my work is correct. So in the left side, I have 5 to n. Now I replace the n by the value 10. So 5 times 20 equal negative 15. And if I check the right side, I have already negative 15. That means, as a conclusion, I have left side equal right side. And that means my work was correct. Next one, I have 4 bracket 2x minus 2 equal negative 16. Here I need to use the distributive property. So that means 8x minus 8 equal negative 16. Again, in this one, I need to isolate x to find the value of x. So that means this 8x minus 8, to cancel this negative 8, I need to add 8. And I have to continue again, equal negative 16. But here I added 8 to cancel the negative 8. Whatever I did in the left side, I have to do it in the right side. So I have again to add 8 in this side. Now I can continue and check what I can do here. I can cancel the negative 8 with positive 8. They cancel each other. So I'm going to stay only with 8x equal negative 8. Now I need to isolate x. So again, I need to do a small change here. So if I divide by 8, they cancel each other because I can simplify 8 with 8. But whatever I did in the left side, I have to do it in the right side to keep the balance. Now I can continue by saying 8, I cancel it with 8. That means x only, it will stay as negative 1. Can I check my work if it's correct or not? Yes, I can say left side and right side. In the left side, I have 8x minus 8. When I distribute the 4, it will give me 8x minus 8. So now let's plug the negative 1 in this algebraic expression. So it's going to be something like that. I replace the x, I substitute it with negative 1. This is a value that I found, and I want to check if it's correct or not. So 8 times negative 1 equal negative 8, negative 8. And negative 8 means negative 16. Now, we need to check the right side, already negative 16. That means the left side equal to the right side. Another one, again, I will need to use a distributive property in the left and right side. So here it's going to be negative x, because negative 1 times x equal negative x. Negative 1 and positive 2, if I multiply, it can give me negative 2 equal. 2 times 3x equals 6x. 2 times negative 6, it can give me negative 12. Now, I need to do a small change here. I need to isolate the x. So I can say negative x, negative 2 equal 6x, negative 12. So now to isolate this x, I need to add 2. And whatever I did in the left side, I have to do it in the right side. And now let's do some cleaning a little bit. I can remove these 2, they cancel each other. So negative x equal 6x, negative 10. Now I have a problem. I have x here and I have x here. So why we don't cancel one of the 2 with this way by saying, if I have negative x here, I'm going to write it like that, but why I don't add positive x? And this negative x will cancel the positive x. And here, because I did it in the left side, I have to add it in the right side to keep the balance. And now we can clean it a bit by saying this negative x cancel x. That means here it's 0 equal 6. Oh, it's not 6x now. 6x plus x is going to be 7x minus 10. Now I have a problem. The 7x here has negative 10. Why I don't do a small change to isolate the x by saying that I'm going to add here 10. So when I add 10, it will cancel the negative 10. But whatever I did it in the right side, I have to do it in the left side. So now, if I continue, I will find that 10 equal, here the negative 10 and the positive 10, they are canceled, equal 7x. Now, again, I need to isolate x. So how to do it? By dividing the 7x by 7, and with this way, I will cancel or isolate the x, because we can simplify 7 with 7. But whatever I did it in the right side, I have to do it in the left side too. So now, I will continue. 7, cancel 7, that means x only, and 10 over 7 is going to be the value of x. I hope you understood. This is, we call it the inverse method. So I hope that you understood how it works. And I'm going to continue in the next video to show more steps or more strategy how we can isolate the variable to find the value of this variable and solve the equation. Thank you for your attention.